artist. I'm a death and abortion doula. My day job is NASA communications. So I got familiar with Valencia and got familiar with this company back in 2020, the height of the pandemic. It was definitely something that I needed, even though I didn't know that I was working on anything in particular. So yeah, I finally met Valencia back last summer, and then I ended up becoming the director of engagement for GrowCery Garden. A little bit about me. I have ADHD. I was diagnosed as an adult, actually a couple of years ago, and I didn't know that because quite often women or feminine people aren't diagnosed with ADHD or ADD. So it was completely missed, even though my brother had it. So not being able to get through my college classes, not being able to show up how I usually was able to show up, because high school is a different beast than college, and I found that out the hard way. It was hard as a high achiever, as someone who's high functioning, as someone who takes such pride in their academic accomplishments and their professional accomplishments. So this was definitely something that I needed, and I want to help share with other people. I ended up actually dropping out of college, and 6 months later ended up getting my job at NASA as a part-time outreach specialist. From there, I worked my way up to be a senior communications specialist during my day job, and I'm also an entrepreneur, so throughout that time I've been working in and out with a range of businesses, mostly in environmental justice, some having to do with informal ways of education, because I felt like formal education wasn't really something that I resonated with. So yeah, I'm just another sort of multi-hyphenate, trying to find my place in the world, despite what I do know and despite what I don't know about myself and my challenges and the things that I can get done and the things that are a little harder to get done. So yeah, personally my favorite strategy from the G.R.O.W guide is O3, because I'm also a big dreamer. I have really ambitious goals. I have really ambitious expectations for myself. So from the section one task at a time, I particularly like the prompt number 3, which is take your big goal and break it up into small little goals. Actionable steps is what I like to call them. And just thinking about it in that way, instead of me needing to make a website, now all I need to do is come up with copy. Instead of me needing to make an entire business plan, let's just make a business model canvas and just make some bullet points. And then you could go into writing the full business plan. I am a creative that benefits greatly from this system, and I want to hear how everyone else sort of has interacted with this system and made it work for them. So does anyone want to share space with me? Yeah, you can come and sit here.
Give them a big snappy hand.
Thank you so much.
I'm Sam. I mostly used the G strategies tonight because I actually didn't entirely know what to expect, but so I used G1, 2, and 4. So G1 was like introducing yourself. And just at that step, I found some complications because all the words I was thinking of were negative. And I was like, no, I gotta describe myself as a creative in like more positive ways. So that became a big challenge. And then on G2, which was determination, I was like, what am I determined to do? And there were too many things to list. And then I was like what if, and then I knew I had a goal for this year, but we're 3 months into the year and I hadn't been working on it. And so, so I felt like the G questions were really making me have to look at myself kind of hard in ways that I had been avoiding doing. So I was just pushing past those. Now I need to let myself sit with those answers for a little bit and then come back with what I've actually put to paper and acknowledged, and then move from that. That is what I
Thank you for sharing.
That's awesome.
Would anyone else like to share? Awesome.
Everyone, I am May, and I currently just started going back to school as a business student at Johns Hopkins, but I also freelance and do recipe development. I love food media, so for me, this was really about figuring out my priorities and also just committing to get the work done, because I feel like finding that work-life balance, I'm sure all of us, we got our side hustles, we got our different priorities. So today, again, I also was really feeling that G2, but maybe in a different way, where I'm thinking about my determination. I got a lot of things to do, and prioritizing that was kind of how I started out my thought. And then the second part was also just getting over that mental barrier to really begin. So I want to say it was like 08, where it just says, give yourself like the 60 seconds and get to it. I don't know what it was about that, but I counted down from 60 and it was like magic. All of a sudden I just sat there, 90 minutes flew by. I don't know what kind of wizardry was in that, but I recommend you try that one. But thank you all so much. I had such a great time.
Yes, so
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
Don't know the numbers, but we were talking as we were breaking, and I was reflecting on creating to-do lists and making things that are like smaller rather than like a big, huge, like make a website, or in my case, it's like create my IG account for my business, and instead like focus on smaller things. But on the flip side, I was also talking about in the past, I tried bullet journaling and would like notice and reflect on when things kept moving forward and not getting done. Like that to-do list never got crossed off, and just like, wait, if I'm saying that that's my priority, why is it that I'm not focusing on it? And just like that to-do list and that priority and like sort of your own mission, if you will, in life, and your values and goals, and how they align or don't align. And just like actually in the last probably 15 minutes, I'm like, I probably need to do that, because I keep saying that I have a lot of like things that are really important to me, but where I spend most of my time and attention and energy is in those things. So, yeah. That's for next month.
So I'm Dave. I didn't really know what to expect coming here, and just like a lot of it was just like getting out of the house and touching base with people and understanding that as creatives, as people, like we all feel so many similar feelings. When you're in your own little cocoon and you feel like you're crazy or something, or like, you know, it can get heavy, and it's just great to like reach out and talk to people and understand like there's commonality. People have felt like what you feel, and there's a way out of it. Giving yourself tools to climb out of those ruts, which is important. But piggybacking on the to-do list thing, I have been in bad habits of buying sketchbooks or like little notebooks, and then buying another one, And as I'm cleaning out, yeah, every time when I like, okay, I'm gonna like get rid of stuff, I find these old notebooks with like 3 pages filled out, and the to-do list is the same to-do list that I just wrote. And I dated it, and it's like 2017. I was like, oh my god, I guess like this is me, huh? So, that's not a very encouraging story, but I guess it's relatable. So like, that's the thing I think, you know, that's so helpful about things like this, is like being able to relate to others and yourself, and just finding yourself, and that's what I'm trying to do, so that's it.
Hi everybody, good evening. My name is Angel. I was here at the last event and decided to come back today. You know, last time I talked about just struggling with just being consistent with my own business and just navigating and figuring things out. Like you, Dave, I love to collect little books, writing notes on random sheets of paper, and my to-do lists are all, you know, always look the same pretty much. I'll add in little tidbits or different ideas, but the goals and the things that I want to do remain the same. So I'm here again because it helps to be around like-minded people that are, share the same struggles and have run into the same things. So I'm just here for the support as well. Last time it was very successful. I appreciated everybody and all the feedback I got. I also got an opportunity from the last event to host another pop-up shop for my business. So thank y'all, because it definitely brought a good opportunity my way and for my business. So yeah, I'm just still trying to figure out things and still trying to navigate through life and with my business and just being consistent and actually making progress that's worthwhile. So yeah, I hope 2023 will bring that.
So last time you used the word stagnant?
Yes,
Smile.
stagnant.
So you're not stagnant anymore? Wow. In 30 days?
In 30 days.
Wow.
Yeah,
Big.
I have not been stagnant, I can say that. So I'm making some progress. I can't necessarily say I made the most that I wanted to make, but I'm definitely making progress. So I'm not stuck.
We're proud of her, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing what works for you, what hasn't worked for you, being vulnerable, sharing your struggles and your difficulties, because that's always hard. So thank you for holding this space with all of us, and letting us feel safe enough to share confidently about things that everyone struggles with, probably. Some of us just struggle with it a little bit more, and I think that we've all found a community where that's okay. I do lead meditation circles as well, so I would just really like to hold 3 collective breaths together just to end out the session, get out some of our jitters, because I know some of us went up and we're probably still nervous about it. Just find your feet flat on the ground. That's usually the best way to do it. Find your shoulders resting. Loosen your face, your jaw. And on the count of 3, let's breathe in. 1, 2, 3. And out. Number 1. 1, 2, 3, in. And out. Oh, that went a little longer. This last one's gonna be a little longer too. 1, 2, 3. And just shake off anything else that didn't come off when it was breaths, just shake it off. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for coming. I really hope that everyone got some type of value out of it, that you connected with somebody, that you got some work done, that you were able to create or able to get confident about yourself. And yeah, we're here every first Sunday of the month, so hopefully we see you again next month. I really hope we do. Thank you.
Sometimes people don't come when they RSVP since it's a free event. So I don't want you to feel discouraged. You guys are family. Please come through. And if you want any other virtual events that we have, just join the Seafood Bloom. We added a code so you can get the first one free. And yeah, if there's anything else you guys need, just email us, create@GrowCeryGarden.org. We're here. You feel free to give that guide to people that you know need it. Now that you've downloaded it, I don't have an issue with that at all. And it is going to be available. It's hardcover. It's on Amazon now, but I want to change the cover a little bit. That's why I didn't tell folks to start pre-order. But yeah, so if you guys have any other questions, let us know. But I really enjoyed tonight. Can I just shout you 2 out? Thank you for staying. It was totally not what they expected, and they just vibed. And even for you to be in the presence of listening and supporting, I could feel the love from you two, so thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, everyone, have a